Hey, what's up everybody? So, we got new updates this week for the 10.2 PTR patch notes. On this video I'll go over the class tuning a bit. We got a few interesting changes to classes and tier sets. I'll put the link in the description below if you want to see specific changes for your class. If you like this content, please like and subscribe to my channel. Let's start. Before we talk about the class tuning, I want to mention that Throne of the Tides, the new dungeon in 10.2, got an update. Blizzard replaced the annoying elevator with a portal. I just did the dungeon on the new time walking event and the elevator part was like 30 seconds. This is a change that's going to be a real time saver in M+. Okay, so class tuning. I'll talk about them in general. There is a link in the description for the full post, or if you prefer you can pause the video to read the full changes. Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter talents have changed location. We need to test it a bit and see how the new location can contribute to the overall build. Chaos Nova CD reduced to 45 seconds and Fury cost reduced to 25. This is great for M+, and I really like this change. Concentrated sigils and precise sigils no longer increase the sigil duration. So this is really good change because now we don't have to take this talent for the duration, and with that we don't need to limit our control of the sigils like in the old talents. Havoc and Vengeance also got some changes. In general, Havoc tier set changed and got cool interaction in my opinion with the 2 set and 4 set. The damage should be tested on PTR and we will see how strong it is. Vengeance got increased damage to few skills. The specs also got some defensive buffs. In general, good changes. Overall, Vengeance player can be happy. Druid. Balance got increased damage to Star Surge and Shooting Stars. Guardian Druid 2 sets and 4 sets slightly change. Blazing Thorns value capped at 100% of maximum health. Overall, not many changes, but I think in raids, balance going to be the way to go if you want to get Mark of the Wild. Next is Augmentation. This is the big change of the patch notes. It's probably gonna change the raiding meta with the 4 augmentation players. Instead, you probably want to go with 2 augmentation players. Some of the changes are that Ebon might seek players with less than 2 Ebon mites buff. You can't apply more than 2 prescience on the same player. The priority of prescience change so that when targeting enemy, there is less chance that the Aug player will get the buff. Overall, I really like these changes. Guilds won't feel obligated to bring 4 augmentation players and it opens raid spots for other specs. Some of the specs didn't get a lot of changes, so I'll go quickly over them. Hunter. BM got a slight buff. Call of the Wild pets spawn on the target, so there is no DPS loss. Mage. Not much to say, few arcane mage spells fixed. Monk. Brewmaster 4 set capped at 100% of max health, same as Guardian Druid. Mistweaver starter build has been updated. Paladin. Protection spec got fixed for Consecration and their Mastery. I'm not really sure what it is, I'll check this on the PTR. Next one is Rogue. This is a class that overall performed really well on the PTR. Assassination in Venom damage increased by 8%. Kingsbane damage reduced by 5%. Tier set deals reduced damage behind 5 targets down from 8 targets, so Assassination got a slight nerf to AoE. Outlaw. Triple threat chance to trigger increased to 15%, up from 10%. Count the odd chance to trigger reduced to 8, down from 10, and it also now triggered by Sinister Strike. Hidden opportunity effectiveness of chance to strike twice reduced to 80%, down from 100. Overall, Outlaw seems really good on PTR. We need to see if Blizzard is going to address this. If not, we're going to see a lot of Outlaw rogues. Subtlety. Shadow Strike damage increased by 7%. The Rotten now causes your next 2 attacks that generate combo points was 1 attack after activating Symbols of Death to deal 35 increased damage was 50%. This seems like a buff. Shaman. Elemental got nerfed to the 4 set. Primordial Wave now causes your next 2 lava bursts to strike extra target, down from 3. I played a bit of Elemental on the PTR, it was really fun to see all the lava bursts flying around. Need to see how it feels after the change, probably worse. Restoration got chain healing increased by 20%, so not too much, slight buff. Warlock. Demonology got a few changes. Valfin Caustic Presence damage reduced by 50%. Eye of Gul'dan and Pitlord benefits from haste and crit, this change is good. Pitlord's Fellseeker damage increased by 30%. Doombrand now deals reduced damage behind 8 targets and no longer deals damage when dispelled. So a slight nerf to AoE, but Doombrand damage increased by 150%, so maybe it evens it out. Overall, the spec performed well on PTR. I think the changes won't affect the viability of the spec, but it may change a bit the gameplay. Destruction got some buffs as well. Summon Infernal damage increased by 50%, and Shadowburn damage increased by 15%. Warrior. Arms buff, all ability damage increased by 6%. Protection, the Forcer changed. Consuming Thunderous Roar now deals 100% of its remaining damage. I didn't get the chance to test Prot yet on the PTR. I heard that it performs good, but the Foresight change is fine. And this is it. Thank you for watching. I try to do it as short as I can. Hope you find it useful. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts about the new changes. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.